All right, team. So overall, today it wasn't a bad day. There was normal price action, to be honest. If you really, really want to be technical, SPY did drop almost $5 to $6, and it took. It's funny because the drop came in like later on in the day. It came on like maybe I'll say what like around 1, maybe 12. The big drop came. So it was weird because the data came in hot in the market at 8:30, and the spies and Qs did drop, but it didn't react so bad. It was like what, like a $2 drop, I think, before the bell rang. And then it probably did like another a dollar change, almost two more, and then it based there the whole day. And then finally, around midday, it took a real slice. It was around the bonds thing. Either the bond market closed or something like that. And basically, this is what I'm talking about, guys. This drop was so unexpected. But the whole time we was in Zoom, I kind of was narrating that we seen the evening star right here on the 15th. And as soon as this evening
Call
star
it, bro.
formed,
You called it, man.
yeah, as soon as that evening star formed, when I said it on Zoom, oh hell, it went straight to hell. So, just giving you guys, proof in the pudding, like these patterns work. So if you catch the top move on these patterns, most likely you could hold for like 2 to 3 candles. Well, this honestly did one, two, three, four. It almost did for like an hour and change, maybe. Yeah. Then towards the end, it finally bounced. And the only reason I went long is because I even wrote it in the chat, like, no way is this gonna flush all hard like this and go past at least $6. So this was around the $5, almost $6 ATR range. So I waited patiently because I missed this. I caught the long here, sold around here, watched it go up, regretted it, obviously. I was like, damn, I could have held longer. But I wasn't a full permal bull for the whole day because in my head I already knew data was hot. So I can't get too ahead of myself with the bull run. So I did expect a bounce, and that I wanted to retest this price level over here. So that's why I timed it on. So I saw us basing here on the 15th. So I went long. I got out right here, which was the bottom of this price range. So I got out and it did pull back. It did. So that's when I said, oh, I got out perfect. But then it held VWAP and try to basically trap bulls, and it definitely trapped bulls. Evening Star dip. So I missed that dip. I was in regret. I honestly thought we was only gonna come to this level. Honestly speaking, team. I didn't think it was gonna be like this. But like I told you, something with the bonds came in and that forced it to go under the 200. And after the 200, it just kept going down. So, 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 I'm sorry, my girl just threw me off. She's I so um that was the only reason. If SPY, honestly, I wouldn't have a long SPY around here or anything. I had to see at least a full move, at least $5 to $6. So every time SPY goes $5 to $6, guys, you gotta, get ready to switch sides. And it's very rare it doesn't work, and it worked perfectly this time. So I took the longs here. I wrote it to like here. I could have held it, but I don't feel comfortable holding it. The I had a $1 out the strike price, so this was the 432 calls. I didn't want to swing until tomorrow, so I just took my profit. It was about almost 20 something, almost 30%, and then I got out. Tomorrow, I think there's data. I'm not too sure, but it is Friday. Today's Thursday. So it is a bears. These are the bear days. That's basically what I'm trying to tell you guys. So today kind of put in that, didn't kind of, it did put in that red candle. Tomorrow might be another red candle. I don't know if it's gonna be so aggressive as today. Today was it was aggressive, but we got a wick. That was the only thing that I'm gonna take positive out this bear candle, that it wicked. It wasn't a strong, solid candle like this bull one right here. If it was something like this, then I'll be like, all right, we gotta worry tomorrow. We could definitely continue. But the fact that we wicked and held the 21 could mean something. And the MAC is still increased and it's dark. So we could be somehow bouncing maybe around here on the RSI tomorrow if it wants to dip longer. I mean, yeah, dip more. So we got to support around here. So I would watch tomorrow for the bounce. Obviously, this zone for tomorrow. Obviously, this zone for the bounce because that was. And this. Those are my two areas that I think we watch tomorrow. Now, if it goes under this one, which is my 431.60 area, 65, then we go for 428 puts, 428 puts. I don't think we go lower than 428 though. So 428 puts will be definitely on watch. Upside calls, if we do rip, definitely watch 435s or 436 because those were levels that, remember, we danced between yesterday and today. Those were levels that we already danced to, the 435 and 436. So those will be the calls that I would try to aim for. So the Qs probably gonna be the same. Let's look at the daily. So the daily looks weaker than the SPY daily on Qs, and it's given. You saw it today. The price action on the Qs was stronger than SPY, and that's why I was a little bit like sketchy on the puts that I took on SPY because I was like, yo, I'm happy I took SPY puts because yesterday I was saying I'm not gonna play SPY, I'm only gonna play Qs, but SPY gave me the bearish setup before the Qs. The Qs wasn't really giving me a bearish setup when I got in shorts. And when I got in puts, the only thing that bled was SPY. Qs was holding right here. I'm gonna show you guys where it was holding up. The whole time I was in the SPY puts, Qs was holding this support right here. It was literally dancing here the whole time while my SPY puts was leaking. Like if this was a SPY chart, it was like already here. So I was a little thrown off. So I was like, I need to get out of my SPY puts ASAP. I didn't want to ride it too long because the Qs was making me very uncomfortable. Now, little did I know, the real drop came later. So that's basically why I kind of was a little fishy about those puts, but they worked out. So tomorrow, the Qs levels that I'm gonna watch for sure. My yellow line, obviously, I see it there. Um, there's another one right here. I'll put another line. Yeah, these two levels I'm gonna watch. Just like I got two levels on SPY, I'm gonna watch these two tomorrow to see if it's gonna respect it or not. And if it goes under this one, then I'm gonna short it. Tomorrow could be a nice little bear day. I don't know if it's gonna be a big move because we have been getting good moves on the Qs and SPY these past couple days. So I don't know. They might just give us a $2 to $3 move. So that's why I said 428 if we go under 438, because that's about $2. I don't want you guys to go pick a $4 or $5 strike price out the money. So just be prepared. Tomorrow might not be a lot of volatility. Just a heads up, but we'll see what happens in the morning. Daily. Let me dissect the daily. Like I told you guys, it's weaker. This bear candle is definitely weaker. That's positive. We got a lot of wick activity. It's kind of holding this little flag area right here, these two candles. Now, I don't want it to be, I mean, it's not the prettiest, but it could be a tweezer top. It's not the prettiest, but the Qs is not really telling me they want the bears out yet if you look at this MAC. And we're about to cross over to the positive side on the MAC, so keep that in mind. So the bulls will definitely still come in tomorrow. So we're gonna be ready. Let me see. Let's talk about the ones we like to talk about. Apple, right? Apple. Apple. Wow. So we was talking about Apple on Tuesday, right? Tuesday, right? It was here, right? And I was like, we're not gonna pay attention to all the green candles because that could discourage traders. Um, and the reason I said that was for this specific reason. Look, it put in two green candles after we spoke about it, and we was bullish. We wasn't bearish. We said it. It was like it's holding. Everything looks good. So yeah, Apple still don't look weak if you ask me. Technically, everything says it wants to look. This thing is still strong. Today was just a weekday. So honestly, Apple looks like it wants to go to at least no one, what's that? 182, 183, maybe 184. That's what it's looking like. The body's still opening up on the daily. So yeah, the market could pull another one tomorrow, another bull run. Just be ready. Microsoft still looks strong, Microsoft. So Apple and Microsoft bulls. A lot of space. We got a green candle on the daily. Yeah, it's hooking down, but it didn't break no support or anything. It could easily curve up tomorrow. We're already in positive territory with increase on the Mac. So Microsoft definitely looks bullish. Let's look at Google. Google looks bearish. Google looks bearish. Yes. We got a huge red candle towards highs, right? Yeah, highs. And this already, is it? Yeah, it's almost breaching this support area on the RSI. So that indicates that it could flush tomorrow. And look, we got a tint on the bull, sorry. So Google looks bearish. Microsoft, Apple, Google, Meta, trying to go trying to go through the Magnificent Seven, which Meta looks bearish too. Meta looks bearish, yeah, guys. They're already hooked down. So you see, Meta really didn't have no support on this RSI until like here. So this is definitely a bear play. And we got a tent here. So yeah, Meta looks bearish. And it makes sense, guys. Come on. Like, look, Meta broke this resistance, right? Usually when these stocks break highs, they need to pull back a little bit before they go right back up. So it makes sense if there's a pullback. This makes perfect sense. Meta, Netflix. Oh man, what's bad? Netflix. I'm gonna talk about Tesla. Netflix got smoked again. So we spoke on Netflix this day. We said we was bearish. So if we would have got in yesterday and just held it today, we would have made a lot of money on Netflix puts. And the alert went off. I know that because I looked in the channel. So what I'm trying to say is we could reverse. That's what I'm trying to say. They got ER coming up. Hold on. This is red, but look how weak it is. There's no strength in that bear candle. So tomorrow could be a red one, like a light red one, and then push it to the upside. But we already got three red ones down. This is support on the RSI too. So I'm gonna put a upside alert on Netflix around here to see if we play. So Netflix, this one looks interesting. Okay, Netflix, Tesla, right? Tesla. Oh man, Tesla looks, yeah, Tesla might drop, yeah. Oh yeah, Tesla's heavy. Tesla under the 9, it wick today up. We got, so if you want to wait under the 50, 250, 280, I'll say. And you could take the 252.5s ODT. But yeah, Tesla looks like it might leak. There's stuff going on still with these auto workers, believe it or not. The strike is still not over. And they even worse news now. So I don't know if it's rolling over to Tesla, but Tesla don't look good. All right, I think that's it, right? Yeah, we did Apple, Microsoft, Google, Tesla, Meta. Am I missing anyone? I don't think so. If I do, y'all will tell me. I know y'all trust y'all. I got some messages. Putflix. All right, let's go some names. Where the hell's my phone? Oh, I'm sorry, gang. I gotta get my phone. My list is there, my watch list. 1 second, sorry.
You got to get the FOMO foam.
Got it. Got it. Sorry about that. All right. All right, guys. Got the phone. All right, so the first on the list, I don't really got a big list. Maybe 5 to 6 names. You know, y'all get the crazy watch list on Sundays. All right. So freaking AvGO, bro. Damn, Av.
Oh man,
I'm embarrassed, dog.
FOMO on this one, guys. So tomorrow we're gonna this shouldn't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can it go 7 days green? That's the question, right? Let's see. Wow, what a stick
bro!
on.
I asked you about this last week, bro. Oh my God,
Oh, it's such free money that I'm not even FOMO anymore. I don't even want to say what I am.
I don't even feel anything anymore.
Okay. All right. This should be an easy entry. I mean, in my opinion, if it crack, as soon as it cracks there, I think we go. Now the bounce, let me see. Because obviously it rips so much. You're like, yo, this shit could just double top and just bounce. So the bounce will be around here, in my opinion. And I'll tell y'all right now why. So the bounce will be right here, right? Because of this. This bounce, this made a pivot here. This also could be a bounce in this area, but I would watch it here. And obviously, if it does dip under, it could still bounce. You know how it likes to shake traders out past their little stop loss and then rip up. So I'm basically saying watch Av go around here if it's really going to continue if we get the pullback tomorrow. But overall, looks strong like bull to me. Yeah.
And
Yeah. So Av go. SPLK caught my attention. Splunk. Let me see. Why is the body so spaced the F out? Damn,
is it a foreshadow?
that's crazy. Okay. Oh my God. I'm gonna be honest, I never seen a stock like this on the daily. Like this is one of the
Bro, it's
first.
doing a reverse head and shoulders on the RSI. How good?
Bro, it's so overbought, bro.
I didn't know they could have shoulders there.
It's like above the limit. Like this is usually the limit after going above this red line. This
They
shit is
just kept
above
hyping you up.
this, like, and it's creating pivots above this. Like this is crazy.
They
What the
intercepted the
hell,
RSI now,
bro?
bro. They're just jumping in now. Look, there's the guy, his head right there. What's up, young?
Yo, it's crazy, bro.
He's next, bro.
There's definitely what hurting on this if whoever try to short it. That shit is crazy. Um, what we got on the Mac? We got 1, 2, 3, 4 already. Red. Okay, damn. I don't even know if this is worth playing, y'all. Damn, let me see. You know what? Let me see where we at. We at 1. 143.72, right? Alright, if this is real, it'll get interesting around, I'll say 148. I'll watch it just to see what happens. This the stock was not moving like this years ago. Feel like there's some buyout situation going on here pending. I don't know. This is fishy. Alright. DLT. Yo, we spoke about Dollar Tree with Dollar General because I'm talking about Dollar General for sure after the Dollar. You know what could happen right here, y'all? We could get the big rip candle coming up, the Morning Star bills. So I'm gonna watch it, the neck of this candle. I'm watching this Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree's been beaten up, so could see some momentum building. They trying to sneak it up on us on a red day. But yeah, we look good. Even the Mac looks good, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the Mac is increasing. I don't even want to put the RSI. We already looked at that. Dollar General, y'all saw I posted it after hours. It was rocketing. So DG, the charts says that DG is at like was it 110? Let me see. Yep, 110.25 to be exact. So this alert is gonna be gone. Let me just slide it up. Damn, this shit ripped to 110. Put it right here. Put 25. So already at 110.25. Let's look at 111.25. Possibly kissed 113, 114 almost. So Dollar Tree and Dollar General. Let's see who's gonna win the dollar war. Okay. UPS looked interesting. Let me see why. United Postal Service. Okay. So it's kind of flagging a little on the daily here, guys. Look, let me stretch out these candles so you guys can see what I see. So this is what I see right here. Right? I get my drift. I don't gotta be perfect. So inside days on these bears, that means the Bears was getting smacked by the Bulls. That's why this um wicks are appearing in the daily. It's not holding. They can't hold. The Bears can't hold. So we could build. So I'm gonna leave this just like this. And if it hits tomorrow, I will post it just like this. I'm gonna do this for you guys. Fun educational use. So boom. Candle's supposed to build right next to it, right? So we're imagining a candle build. So entry will be right here. It makes sense, right there. I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. Hold on. Okay. So that entry makes sense, right? Because if the candle's building here, you want to wait till it gets a clear break on the trend line. Broke there, boop, alert hits, and look, it's at the neck of at the head of this the wicks of these two candles. So that breaks, yeah, we should definitely go up, maybe up to here. So UPS looks good, upside. Let me see RSI. RSI looks okay. I wish it was kinking up a little more, but it is going up. It's definitely not going down yet. So UPS and UPS kind of been getting beat up, so not a bad one to finally start showing some strength. Gilead, I feel like I spoke about Gilead. Yes, I did. It was either Sunday or Tuesday, one of those days. Let's see what Gilead do. Okay. They put in a red candle. but it's not strong. Evening Star, maybe? But this is strong as hell, so I don't know if there's gonna be a. I wouldn't even count this as an Evening Star because the wick is ridiculous. Well, this is an easy entry though. Just wait until it gets above the blue EMA, which is 200. So we're just gonna put another alert over here on Gilead. I got another health name, J&J. Double bottom, high or low. Right here is what I'm talking about, guys. Right here. Let me see. Pivoted, yeah, it's bounced already on the. This don't look healthy, but this looks like it's still extended part. They do have earnings too. They might be prepping for ER move if it really rips tomorrow. Now this could Morningstar build because why this green bull candle is not wicking crazy like the one I just showed you in the prior chart. That wick, it was basically like this, but the wick opposite side, the wick would be up here, but no wick activity. It literally stood right here. So the bulls held this price level nice on the daily. Tomorrow we get that green stick. I will say watch it around here. And if we do get that morning star, I think it is gonna be a pre-ER run-up. It's on when? It's on Tuesday, pre-market at that. So really only 1 day away, you understand? So after tomorrow, Monday comes and boom, ER is gonna hit before the market opens. So this could be a pre-ER, son. I don't see why Johnson would miss. Okay. And I got one more. Yeah, and then I'll take whatever y'all want me to talk about. Oh no, not target, because we in that already. We caught the nice target swing. Calm alert hit, bro. Calm ripped. Real calmly. So we spoke about it on this day right here. This is when we spoke about calm. And it's already 2 green days. Today it finally put the green stick on the Mac. That's why I'm like, today could be another. And we got alligator mouth on the body. So I'm gonna just wait right here on calm. Calm food. You might want to watch BJ's, Costco tomorrow too, because I don't know, these supermarket names are starting to show some type of strength. Except for Coca-Cola, of course, still getting smacked. Put 50. All right, 49.5. All right. Oh, Seif wanted to tell y'all something. Go ahead, Seifer.
Sorry, G.
No, you
No,
good.
that was the last ticker.
That's it, my brother. I don't got nothing else.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. So I just wanted to touch base with everybody and let all you guys know, man. Like, yeah, the market has been fairly tricky lately, and these touch bases with Gus on Sundays, on Tuesdays, on Thursdays, phenomenal. For any of you who are, long-term investors, or day traders, right? Like me, like I don't consider myself a long-term investor. I consider myself a trader, and there's a big difference, right? And I say all that to say this, guys, we tanked on Jolt's job data. We tanked on Jolts and got bought up 100 to 200 points the following day. We tanked on CPI, right? So we can front run the data. It's a hot CPI report. It's a hot PPI report, which is kind of odd, right? Because it's supposed to be PPI and then CPI, but it was reversed this time, right? Because Monday, I believe there was a Monday banks were closed, so maybe to compensate for that, they did it that way. Regardless, if you got now that everybody's had some exposure to futures, you're able to see you can actually front run the move. It's a hot number. Market drops 50 to 60 candles, and then it gets bought right back up. And I could be wrong, but from what I've seen, I believe the market is grooming us to constantly be okay and buy the dip. The invasion of Palestine, Gaza, market tanked almost 180 to 200 points. Next day, we're back at new highs. So they're continuously negating bad data. I mean, if World War news is not tanking the market, I feel like that they're grooming us. I feel like that the Fed is exhausted everything that they possibly can. And we're in a bind now where the 30-year treasury yield, that's when I called out. I was like, guys, watch the 30-year, watch the bonds. Once the 30-year treasury yield hit a high today and it surpassed 2007, guys, you guys remember what year came after 2007, right? It was 2008. And my parents lost their home. A lot of people in the US lost their home. It was devastating, right? It was a recession. So for those of you who are long-term investors, I just wanted to take the time to say, hey, there will come a point where they continuously dump the market and they don't buy it up anymore tomorrow or the day after or the week after or months after, right? It just keeps falling. For now, we're good. Every dip keeps on getting bought. Maybe they're grooming us that way. I have no problem with Meta tanking to 300 and then we take it back to 330, right? For the intraday, for the day-to-day. For the long term, I don't believe that the valuation matches what these stocks are at now, according to their PE. After so many stock splits, I also don't believe that it's fair to buy Nvidia at 450 to 500, right? I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe Nvidia goes to 600. You guys know I love that stock. I just don't foresee in the next 8 to 10 months for this to continuously sustain. And I was talking to Gus about it and saying, hey, we might have an insane run in Q4. You have nonstop spending on Ukraine. You have nonstop spending on, this Middle Eastern war right now. The government really put themselves in a bind starting in COVID. I also don't see them dropping rates. I believe that Wall Street is trying their best to price in not a stoppage on rate hikes, but perhaps not a stoppage on rate hikes, maybe a halt on rate hikes, but I don't think they'll pull back a pause. Correct. I'm sorry. Thank you, bro. A pause on rate hikes, but a pause on rate hikes won't be, I don't think it'll be devastating to the market, but if they continuously keep increasing rates, there will be no more sustainability. I feel like that'll be cataclysmic to the economy. You already have our banking system at the verge of collapse. And I'm not trying to instill fear in anybody's heart. Be adaptable, and take every day to day with a grain of salt. It's very news and data driven, but they tanked the market on 30-year treasury bond yields. Are you kidding me? They tanked the market on jolts. Like, some of these things are meaningless. They mean a lot, right? But in the sense that in the grand scheme, like the war, we should have stayed down in the market after the war news came. But they're buying it right back up because guess what? History repeats itself.
The
market
loves war too.
Yeah, market loves war. So what I'm pretty much trying to say is do not become a habitual dip buyer, especially starting Q1 of next year. The numbers are not adding up, guys. If the 30-year treasury today tanked the market today, pretty bad. They buy it up. That's great. But it's not adding up to me. And when the macro doesn't add up, something's fishy in the water. So just be mindful of that. In the intraday, if ES, it needs to break 4,400 if you want any more upside. If ES does not break 4,400, we're coming back down to Wednesday's lows of 43.77. We break that, we go to 43.65. You want to go high? If we break 4,400, we're rallying to 4,500. Same thing with NQ, right? Like if NQ cracks 15,465, that's the rejection spot. It's going to go to 100 handles. It's going to go to 14,550, 14,5. I'm sorry, 15,550 or 556. If we reject 15,5 or 15,4, we're going back to the 15,2s and then 15,1s and then 15,064 is a level that I have. So since 2007, these 30-year bonds cracked the high like that. You guys know what happened in 2008. I'm not saying it's going to happen again. I'm just saying it in the foreseeable future, it just doesn't make sense. So don't be a habitual dip buyer is all I'm saying, whether it's in options or whether it's in the market. You know, all of us we're pretty flexible. We love buying dips and we love shorting the top. But that's just something that's been really like brewing in my mind, and I wanted to share the fundamentals with you. I wish Mio was in here. He loves to really like read about stuff like this, but that's all I really wanted to share with you guys. That just be mindful of that in the future. It can get really ugly, is all I'm saying. And if the macro doesn't match, that's fine. We can continuously trade intraday and keep buying up every dip, but there will come a point where nobody is buying that dip. Then that's how the big money works. The quant traders, that's how they work. They trim the fat. KO tanking, consumer defensive tanking, Walmart, Costco, they're trimming all the fat, right? Once they're done trimming the fat, they go for the appendages, the limbs, the legs. What are the legs of the market? Same 7 names that have been holding us up for a long, long time. So a lot of these names are at zero. Like you would be really pissed if you bought a firm and UPST at $300. It sucks. But look at their price now. So Coca-Cola is getting cut. They're saying Ozempic, right? Like Ozempic, that drug or whatever. I'm not even familiar. It's going to take a lot more than good guidance and future outlook for these companies to remain afloat. A lot of these are zeros, in my humble opinion. A lot of these growth names are going to zero. And the ones that are obviously going to be standing, the legs, after you trim all the fat, you cut off the arms, the legs are going to be the tech names. But I just, after so many stock splits, I don't really see these tech names. Can they go up forever? Sure, by all means. But it's the same 7 that we always see. And it sucks to say it, man, but it's the cold truth. These 7 names are holding up the world right now, or the US. You guys know which ones they are. We trade them every day. So,
yeah.
And that's it, man. Thank you.
I thank you, bro. Appreciate it. That was good analysis, man.
Appreciate that, bro.
You guys have any questions? Feel free to reach out. Feel free to holler at me. I know some of us, are staying away from zero DTs. This is a really volatile market. Yeah, zero DTs are fire, but as long as the volatility exists, because remember the beginning of the month as well as the beginning of the year. It was Chop City, Hibachi Grill, and then boom, we get a volatility we get a day like today. We get a rally for the last 4 or 5 days, right? Like you have to take advantage, but just I'm also coaching myself when I say this out loud to you guys. Stay malleable, stay flexible. I mean, I know Gus is fire at it's time to long. Oh no, it's Chop City, relax. It's time to short. As soon as that 30-year bond came out, Kleiman goes, Apple looks double top. Yeah, I go, watch the 30-year. Watch the 30-year. Bonds are important. And for me, it's just an excuse for the market to use some form of news to rip it or dump it. And it's been working. But it's going to come to a point, I believe, where it's not working anymore. And it goes the complete opposite direction. So sorry to exhaust that and beat a dead horse, but love y'all boys, man. I definitely want everybody to be on the right side of the market when it happens. There's a lot of people in other chat rooms across the world. I mean, a lot of people on Twitter got rug pulled. They came in short this morning, market ripped face. Midday, they had to switch long, market dumped. Very, very predatory.